Hello, beauties. Welcome back to the vlog. This week we have been talking about tending your garden. You know, I have been out in my own garden in the yard and planting fun things. We planted wildflower seeds yesterday with the kids, which was great. I don't know that any of them made it under the soil, but things tend to grow where they do. And it made me think about something. I also saw a documentary, and this really applies to, about someone who is a chef, and she grows a garden for her kitchen, but she doesn't overtend the plants. And something that she said really stuck out to me, and that is that she lets the plants grow the way they are intended to grow and just lets them be. And I thought, oh, that's really interesting, So when we planted the wildflowers, the kids did it the way that they wanted to do it. They dug the hole the way they wanted to do it, and we didn't correct them a lot. Because we thought, well, if they're going to grow, they're going to grow. They're called wildflowers, for goodness sakes. But it makes me think of how this could apply to business. One of the things that I want to share with you is that sometimes in business, tending your garden means giving people the right environment and that they need to succeed, the right tools, whether it's the soil, water, right, if we were talking about a garden. But then you let them grow. You let them do what they're good at. They invest in you as much as you invest in them. And, in this company, we hire people to be really good at what they do, and we believe you when you come here and say, these are my skill sets, and this is what I'm good at, and we don't have a lot of structure here, for good or for bad. We say, okay, then go be good at what you do. And I think there is some merit to that, of allowing people to develop and grow on their own, much like the plants in the garden. There's not a lot I have to do to the hydrangea, for example, that grows along my house. It has well-established roots. It doesn't really need me. I go out and I bring in beautiful hydrangea, and it grows the same way every year. And there are some people who really do well with operating with autonomy, and who do really well with being able to make their own choices, and in an environment where they can ask questions or they can have suggestions, then they do even better. So for people who watch this who own companies, a suggestion that I would have for you is to really think about encouraging the people you work with to solve some problems on their own, to take risk, to try something new. And then even if it fails or doesn't succeed, or it doesn't get off the ground, or whatever happens there, if it doesn't go, that you still celebrate that because they tried something new and they were able to grow on their own. I think there's a lot of merit for that. So we've been talking this week about tending your garden. It's not something that's ever done. It's something that you work at. There are some people that really operate wonderfully independent of anything you do. There are some people who really need a lot of tending. There are some projects and services that maybe you don't want to keep anymore. And evaluating that, taking stock of where you are, making small changes that incrementally will reap big rewards. I'll see you next week.